Hello, welcome back to another episode of the White Album 2 mini after story. We are continuing on with Kazusa's chapter. This is chapter 4, part 2. Where we last left off, Kazusa and Haruki are both re-exploring Japan after having been away for a few years. They're a little bit nervous. There's a lot of memories. There's a lot of good and bad. But now they have headed to Iwazucho Station, have gone to Kazusa's old house, where Yoko Touma is now living, and they're trying to make some New Year's dishes. Haruki has just gone downstairs and is in awe at all the instruments. So, let's continue on. Wait, why are you down here? The moment I heard her voice, I awkwardly returned the guitar in my hand to its stand. Huh. So you even have the nerve to revisit this far in? Yeah, I guess. But Kazusa turned a blind eye to my unnatural conduct. Probably because she understood my reason for never wanting to play the guitar in front of her again. That's such a sad sentence. That's so sad. That's how they bonded. That's how they came together. And yeah, playing music together has some bad memories, but that was such a vital part of White Album too. It's really sad that people never play music in front of her. Hey, it's even tuned correctly. That woman's meticulousness really knows no bounds. But Kazusa, not breathing a word of consideration for me, stroked the piano affectionately. This place has a lot of memories for you, huh? Well, the whole house has a lot of memories, but this is the place where I spent the most time while I was in Japan. Huh. Yeah, I guess so. The piano that was here back then was in Vienna now, still at Kazusa's side. Nevertheless, Kazusa gently greeted this new piano with the same expression she always had when facing the old one. Oh, by the way, Haruki, it's just about time for dinner. I came to get you because the pizza's arrived. Weren't you just in the middle of making something? I don't know what you're talking about. New Year's food is for the new year. Why would you eat it before the year turns over? I mean, I figured we could at least have a taste. Leave it for after tomorrow. I'm gonna rise to the challenge again. No, you don't have to do that. Should have figured they couldn't actually cook anything edible and ended up ordering takeout instead. Also, pizza in Japan is wicked expensive. It can be like $40 for a pizza. Well, I'll go ahead and sleep in the guest room. The three of us sat around the dining table in the living room of the Touma household, watching a stupid variety show and grousing about it, getting caught up in lively conversations about trivial things. I love New Year's specials in Japan. They're always funny comedy shows, special performances, a bunch of live shows. They're really fun. Before, I never could have imagined spending calm, idle hours like this with these people. Even so, actually, because of that, these precious hours flew by quickly, and the clock showed that the date was on the verge of changing. Soon, it would be the last day of the year. What do you mean? Why don't you just stay here? When we get tired, we can all just sleep in a huddle. No, this is the first time you two have had to yourselves in a while, so please. Aw, are you really going? It's not as though it matters which one of you makes the first move. It would matter to me, Mom. Oh my, so serious. And to think you're my child. Even now, with the end of the year imminent, the mother-daughter banter between the Toumas seemed to know no end. I mean, would they really be Toumas if they weren't constantly bickering? Playfully, but still bickering. Well, Kazusa, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll come to you early in the morning. All right. Good night. Good night. Full of food, drink, and enjoyable conversation, I left the living room, feeling a mix of relief, wry humor, and just a little bit of jealousy. The last day of the year was finally at hand, and so was... You two are just sickeningly intimate with each other. You caught yourself a nice man. I wouldn't say that. He's petty, irritating, depressing, and cruel. But for me, he's the only man. I suppose I just never showed my entire hand to a man that way before. That's so sweet, because honestly, Haruki is all of those things. Petty, irritating, depressing, and cruel. But for some reason, Kazusa decided to stick with him. Why? Well, love. Maybe I really did go wrong in the way I raised you. You think? I'm really mad at Yoko. She's one of my lesser liked characters because I just can't forgive her, It's like an adult made a mistake which harmed a child. It's not like adults fumbling in their relationships, which is bad enough in this game. But what she did, I really just find reprehensible. Whew. Want more to drink? No, Mom, stop. Why don't we go to bed then? We can share one futon. Even when I was a kid, we never did anything like that. Why are you trying to put on your good parent face now? No. This is my scheming mother who wants to make sure her daughter takes care of her in her old age, even though she was so distant all her life face. Yes, I am a schemer. That's why I arranged this house for you two to come home to. I knew it. That's why you came back here. Come back any time. I'm serious, Mom. I mean, Youko Touma's unmarried, very lonely, only has one child. Of course she wants her to live in the same country. Honestly, live in the same house, but if not the same house, at least the same country. And this is a big chance for you two, right? What is? Well, even supposing my illness does go away, I'll be taking off before you do, and that's a fact. And then you'll have this house without having to go to any trouble. The only future I can see there is an absolutely crippling estate tax. Then why don't you have your darling husband take up cormorant fishing or something to pay it off? Hey, just to be sure, when you say cormorant? No, absolutely not. Why not? This is where you were born. You know very well the reason we can't stay here. There's no reason. Not anymore. Mom? I mean, the past is pretty haunting for them and a lot of terrible things happen and bad memories, but you're married now. And at some point, maybe you have to move past those things. I don't know. I've never been in a horrid situation like they were, but I think, honestly, you should be able to move past it. You have a sick family here. There's no such thing. Not for you, not for him. You've long since been forgiven. But I've been to their house any number of times. What? At first, they absolutely refused to see me, but they finally let me in the 5th time. Mom? I've lost track of how many times we've seen each other since then, but their daughter helped persuade them too. And so now... What are you doing? What am I doing? Really, I should be asking you. Mom, why would you... Because when a child makes a mess, it's the parent's job to apologize. Oh, that's such a mature thing to do. This is probably the biggest motherly thing that Youko Touma has done, and I really do respect her for this. I don't need you to do that for me, Mom. I'm an adult now. However old you may be, you're still my child. See, I get mad because I don't want to like her. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm still mad at her, but what she's saying now is really nice. It is respectable. Especially where the mental age is concerned. In your case. Got her. Anyway, it was the first time in a while. No, maybe this is the first time in my life that I've ever really felt, so this is parenting. Stupid. You're so stupid. Well, you might be right, but now there's nothing left in this country to hinder my ambitions. So, Kazusa, come back here, all right? Anytime. Whether you're holding a concert in Japan, visiting for the Lantern Festival or the New Year, or just stopping back to visit some old friends. And what's more, if you ever find yourself feeling just the littlest bit homesick, don't hesitate. Get yourself back here right away. Mom. What? Is it sleepy time? Come on, let's share a futon. No. Before that, listen. Mom? What? Thanks for taking care of me for so long. What? What do you think? Kazusa, my own Kazusa, bowed to me and said, "Thank you for taking care of me." You were the one acting out of character in the first place. Yes, but... Shut up. Look, I'll never forget everything you did for me. Not for the rest of my life, okay? And I'm never gonna forget seeing this side of you, Kazusa. Mom, you idiot. Aww. It's nice that the mother and daughter can laugh together. And it's kind of sad subject matter too, like, oh, the mom is actually showing proper parenting skills. That's so funny. And then the daughter is like actually being thankful to her mom. That's so funny. So like it's kind of a twisted humor. Like it's kind of messed up. But at least they are getting along and talking. And that's what's the important part in this episode here. So, a nice, pleasant ending to our chapter 4. We will be moving on to part 5 shortly. So, thank you so much for being here with me on this episode of Kazusa's mini after story, and we'll be back with the next part shortly. So until then, hope you take care. See you.